cross the line from being an observer to a participant now.
We will.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, by the way, I also told Carter and Lon that we welcome their inputs as well. They don't have to be dispassionate observers anymore either.
Yeah.
But you're not our leader.
I was gonna say, we got to leadership role here.
Somebody had to tell them, you know?
That's right. It was killing me to be on the other side of the line. One of the things that I felt like differentiates this is that it's actually a new organization. It's actually not defined yet, which means that there's some flexibility there. We don't have history. We don't have a lot of legacy that we've got to carry on. It's already tied to some things, which from my point of view makes it easy to respond to a changing landscape. And for me anyway, that does not tie us to a political calendar. There are a lot of people worried about talking to mayoral candidates. To me, I think what I heard is so much bigger than that. It's irrelevant who becomes the mayor. What's relevant is that the vision of this organization is strong enough that the mayor has to respond to it, no matter who that mayor is. So the flexible beginnings, like right now, there's already ideas on the wall that haven't been decided, and we can do that by looking and seeing what's out there, where's the hole that needs to be filled. Not that we go rush to fill it, but we recognize it and compare it to where we might be. The vision for me, I felt like from the outside those 3 days that there was something to me that was very concrete. And I articulate it by saying we offer we offer fully formed creative solutions and experiments to reach a couple of very large goals, which includes the idea of scaffolding that we talked about, that there may be something that's got to kind of create a bridge that might even be over a 10-year period, because we're realistically not going to, this stuff's not going to change overnight, whatever it might be. And it fell into me in two major objective areas: access and inclusivity. And access to me was expressed about two things. One was that fabulous idea about the website, access to civic information, access to data, finding your way to participate through something that feels very little d democratic, that is really internet-based, easy access. We've got all this information that's out there that's not collated anywhere. You don't even know it's organized, that kind of stuff. Then the other one was healthcare, like whole notion of access to healthcare. And inclusivity, it seemed like there were two things. One is education, the whole vision about that the inclusivity really down to the fact that the neighborhood can actually raise its own money, create its own sense of governance and accountability. I love a lot of those ideas. And then obviously the urban development, inclusive urbanization. So those two areas that break down to two kind of work groups, if you would, inside of those. In terms of the vision, first, it's to reach a conclusion. We've got to find some conclusion about the direction, what it is, what are the points of agreement we've got that everybody feels strongly enough to go forward on, create an organizational structure, and then to actually define ourselves in relationship to the other groups that are going on. It doesn't seem like that there has to be a lot of duplication. There may already be some of that. And to understand and acknowledge the leadership, the energy that's out there in some of these groups, so that either one, we're not the tail wagging the dog, or two, we're not creating a competitive energy, and we have to define that and figure out how to do that. I think there's some tricky goals there. Partners, specific subject matter experts in the focus areas. I think we kind of had that around the room, but the depth of that's got to go a lot further in terms of the areas that seem to rise up over that time period, which could get down to the level that you were talking about, where it's department heads and public works or whatever. And those people can inform us, and I think that level of detail may differentiate us a lot. Which also made me wonder if this could not be the group that actually executes the plan. Not only sets some criteria, but actually executes it, actually makes sure that there's kind of a practical watchdog that literally is on a construction site, knowing what is supposed to be followed. And then combining the professional expertise with changing realities, so we become the chamber for change.
Oh.
Wow.